Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving disaster campaign for Medieval 2, where he's got a lot of troops, and he's got negative 300,000 gold. So he's playing as the Byzantine Empire. I don't know what difficulty it's on. Probably very hard. Hard to tell though. And yeah, he's just in massive debt. So, I'm not entirely sure how much you guys enjoy these get me out of massive debt campaigns. So, we'll see how this one goes. Because that's what most of the time that people send me in disaster campaigns for Medieval 2, they just have massive amounts of debt. So, I guess we'll just see. Alright, what am I going to do? I'm going to send the fleet over here to send these guys down to Palermo. Meanwhile, I'm going to send these troops up to Florence. Yeah. Leave those there with free upkeep. How much is he hemorrhaging a turn? 10,000.
Orders. Move out.
Given the amount of debt, disbanding the troops is not ideal.
Yes.
Alright, let's get...
Orders? Yes? Your will. Orders?
Right, if I move him over to here and besiege,
yes, my lord.
I can move the rest of the force up to here and they'll sally out over the end turn. I can't move this away. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty decent sized fleet. Just merge it there. Put these guys out on the boat now. And we'll just see how we go. Hopefully they leave this guy out here so that we can snipe it. That being said, okay, no, that's not their only region. So let's have a look at this as well. So, really slow start, peaked around turn 65, and then just sort of died. No worries. Okay, well we can't build anything because we got no cash, so... don't worry about that. We have to rely on sacking things like crazy in order to make money. Preferably from large cities. So, Bologna will be good. It's not going to get us out of debt.
Orders?
But I'm not going to assault that either, like this, because we'll get our army wrecked in the process. We'll draw them out and fight them the cheesy way. Okay, moving on. Unless they sally out now, which that'd be just as easy. Oh, okay, no worries. Save me the trouble of having to do it myself. Right, so that's gonna be tricky. All we have to do here is win to wipe them out. No cavalry in that, so we should just charge at them right away before the reinforcements show up. I'm not expecting too much difficulty with
bring
this.
out people honor, glory, and most of all...
But yeah, this is good because it saves me having to wait a turn, sack the city, and hopefully make 30 to 40,000. Yeah, I don't like fog. Alright. Enemy reinforcements I think will be coming from there. Let's have you stand up there for now.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Need my heavy cavalry to try and take out their crossbows. Not sure. Let's just see how things develop. Now we should certainly save up some of our ammunition for the enemy heavy cavalry that's coming in here. But this little fight here should be over with pretty quickly. Ideally it would be good to kill their captain, but it's not crucial.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
So far, so good.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Good. Almost done with them. And then we can start focusing on the second army.
The enemy flees the battle! Run down those worthless peasants!
Now, one thing that could work is actually doing a ransom. Because if we win this
battle and abandons his men.
If we win the battle, we get the city no matter what. But if we capture enough of them and they accept a ransom, it'd be pretty easy to
heaven above.
We didn't lose that
Our
many
men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well. Give the dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
But chances are they most likely just won't accept the ransom, especially if it's really high. Or they won't even be able to afford it. Okay. Enemy cavalry seem to be up first. Excellent. Let's aim for them and shoot them. And heavy cavalry can wait over here for now. They're just firing at remnants that have already shattered, so don't even bother with that. Alright, just back off for a second there. I don't know what they're doing. The only one we really need to kill the general and then just run them off the battlefield, you know? Because they get wiped out regardless of how many we kill. We just have to win. And we're looking pretty good for victory at the moment. If it's evenly matched, then we can surely win. That's it. Kill the enemy general. Okay, they got their missile units coming right over here. Back off. Yeah, I think they're having trouble reforming. So, general's in really bad shape. That's good to see. Just a bit more and he might be dead. Yeah, he's bloodied. Start moving these guys up. I'll tell you what, I really hate this fucking fog. It makes it so hard to see. Yeah, I definitely don't miss this absence in the new Total War games, that's for sure. We got the general left. Just check. Where'd their general go? There he is. Okay, they're finally marching towards us. That's, I guess, that's alright. Killed half their army now. It's only merchant cavalry, no big deal, they can handle that. Still. Can't. Okay, there's the general.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
We'll be fine. Yeah, actually, maybe back off. I was hoping they'd break, but they just didn't. Taking some damage, but I'm still confident we're going to win. Can't see where the general is. Oh, there he is. Great. I was hoping to snipe him, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen now.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Losing a lot of horse archers. But nobody really has the luxury to just not fight. Well, maybe they can shoot him. If only we had just killed that one last guy. Well, none of this would have been anywhere near as much of a problem, but you know, sometimes you don't kill the enemy general. We're still winning. I put them on skirmish mode, but that honestly just makes them really stupid, so I hate skirmish mode.
Excellent! The cowardly enemy king flees from battle. Such a coward does not deserve to live.
So
the battle is in our favor. The enemy king is slain. A worthy enemy,
it's
but
a bit
no
late,
less dead for that.
He's gone now.
We must. The enemy are overcome. This is a great victory.
Definitely would have gone a lot better if that guy had just died.
You are wise.
It's $5,000. It's $5,000. Oh well. Still, we got the city. Hopefully it's worth a fair bit to sack.
The enemy are beaten.
But we lost about a third of our forces, and we can't replace them.
We show little mercy. They deserve
Oh, that is
none.
nowhere near as much
We
money I was
have
hoping to
crushed
get.
them.
Must
This
have already
place
been
is
like,
yours, my
sacked
lord.
recently. Oh, we got a settlement over here as well. I didn't see that one. That's plague-ridden. Well, that's just great. Oh, and there's a huge Moorish army there. This isn't going to be a problem.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for battle. Units, await my order.
Honestly, I could probably
The
do
battle
this just one
seems to be
general's
swinging
bodyguard.
in our favor. From such
But it'd be
tidings
less
does
risky if I just
victory
brought it down.
emerge.
I'm not going to use the infantry. Sick, just gonna cycle charge and just do as much damage as we can. By cycle charging. Get the additional units first. Yeah, like I said, I could do this with just one
The
general.
battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Because the more they're running around like this, the more tired they're going to get. Easier it is to break them. Even if my general's also getting tired.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men. Praise the Almighty, all of Christendom.
Yeah, that was never going to be difficult. And this settlement's
The
not
day
going
is
to be
ours.
particularly
The
valuable.
enemy are beaten. Noble lord, we
Yeah.
have
Part of the problem
conquered.
there is that if I move my army out, we're going to be spreading plague, and I'm not really down for doing that. So, they kind of need to stay there. Well, we have less debt than we did before, and less deficit as well. We're not hemorrhaging
Imshi,
as much
infidel,
cash.
or face the might of Islam.
Oh, it's expensive as well. It's a big waste. Still, they've got to just wait out the plague, or else we'll just be spreading it everywhere.
Your
Good, they
orders?
didn't move out of the way, so that's going to be pretty easy to take them down.
Sire, as you wish.
Nothing else in the way.
Yes,
Good.
my lord. Yes, my lord. Your orders, noble one. Yes, your majesty. Of course, my lord.
I don't need the infantry. Just keep them on the boat.
God will be with us, men. To battle!
Honestly, sometimes infantry is a liability.
We shall claim victory in God's name, men! To battle! Soldier, on my order. Jury, soldier.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Alright, so from over here, they've got... It's not restrict camera. I don't think so. Let me just check this. Whoops. No. take this out first. Yeah. Just gotta let them come in a little bit because of the Muslim archers. I'm assuming those are Muslim archers. And... okay, yeah, just let them come in just a little bit. Because we don't just have to beat them, we have to slaughter them. They have to all die. We need the general to die, and we need 85% of their total force to go away. And by go away, I mean die. That's peasant archers, okay. So, no big deal there. Not sure if that was a good idea to charge in there right away, but we are shooting the back of this general. Because obviously the sooner he dies the better, but we could have shot him for a bit more. I was hoping to actually charge into the flank of these archers. They're backing off, that's good. We'll back off as well. Just prefer to shoot.
The battle is
main
in
thing
our
there was
favor.
I just wanted to
if
stop
we
them
remain
from shooting.
true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
So far, so good. Where'd the spearmen go?
Only half the enemy force remains. The enemy general has no honor.
Yeah, don't let him get away.
Battle is in our favor.
Don't let him get away.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Oh no, you don't.
Glorious heaven above! Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well, give the dog some wine, and be sure he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Sure, it's not going to be too hard to break this unit rather than just waste any more ammo on them. That's got away, but that's okay, it's only 13 of them.
Praise the Almighty! The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Alright, that's good. Now, let's get out of these damn trees. Try to fight these guys in the middle of the map, not on the edge. So, 2 units of peasant archers. Shouldn't be a problem to deal with. The only downside now is that we're probably going to be a little bit tired. At least we've pulled them off the high ground, that's good. I'll take that high ground for myself. What are they doing? Surely they're not running off the battlefield. The bounty power is even, they wouldn't run off. Certainly want to save some ammo for them. But that's still a good target as well. Alright, that's enough. We could probably just charge him in there and finish that off. Okay, now the bounce power's in our favor. Right. If we could thin him out a little bit, maybe we could justify charging into him, but we have to be careful because all of these Vardariotai can still get pretty badly wrecked by General's bodyguard. Decent amount of damage per shot. I'll just have to ignore their archers. They don't seem to be able to fire up the hill. They just completely gave up the high ground, which is fine by me. In fact, these guys here even turned their backs to us. Just a few shots left. Okay, that's all we got. Wasn't enough to kill him. That's okay. He's far too weak now to be of any real threat.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be
14, that's
ours.
okay. And you have to make sure this guy here doesn't get away.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. We are blessed. The enemy general is dead. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons
Shit, don't let
his
this many of them get away.
The enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless
It's at the edge of the
peasants.
map. How are you supposed to go around the edge of the map, though? So that guy will get back to the city, which means we didn't succeed with
are
the Durag.
overcome.
This is why I wanted to
This
fight
is a-
them in the middle of the map. But what are you gonna do?
I most honor your
It
orders,
is
noble
what it
one.
is. We'll just have to assault it.
We will engage them
Take it
honorably,
next turn.
my
They're not
lord.
going to have much to do
Without
with this.
question,
Yeah, they
we
don't
shall
have much.
begin the siege.
Probably easily
Your
well
orders?
resolved. Would have been better if we could
Orders.
have taken this turn.
Onward.
Actually,
Your orders, noble one.
Sire. Moving in.
still might be able to.
Your
If...
orders, noble one. With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle. Without question, we shall begin this.
Yes. Start that, you imbecile! Can you not tell
They
friend from
might
foe?
very well also sink our ships there. I guess we'll see what happens.
Name thy enemy, Lord. Command me.
Right, let's just leave behind one unit of Byzantine spearmen.
Your Majesty.
Move out!
And then you need to
Your
come
will.
with.
Combining forces, my lord. Orders?
So... a lot of troops there. So I see you renamed some settlements around here. Are you at war with everyone? Pretty much. Okay.
The Sultan will be most pleased at your demise, infidel.
Who's the strongest faction in the game at the moment? Turks. Well, the Moors aren't a top 5 faction. Well, let's have a look at militarily. Yeah, they are a top 5 at the moment, but the Mongols are the top. Well, we don't have to worry about them. They're too far away for us to really care about.
Your will.
I'd like to know what we've got.
March.
What they've got.
Imshi, infidel! Or face the might of
It's
Islam!
not that bad. Should be able to manage that.
Orders? Let me... Yes?
Orders.
Men, we march. Yes, Lord. Creating a huge fighting force. Who do I face? Command me.
Another thing is, it's hard to do the draw-out trick against Venice because there's only one entry point into the city.
We shall send them to hell
Oh,
or worse.
fucking kidding me.
March.
It's sitting on the
We
river
tore
crossing
them
there too.
apart, my lord.
Leave these lands, infidel!
No, I'm not
or
gonna
I
attack
shall
that.
remove you!
Name thy enemy, Lord.
We'll head towards Mediolanium. And...
Yes.
Because they're not going to be able to do anything this turn anyway.
Command me.
I'll just end the turn here.
Marching.
Orders.
Your might.
Onward. Bringing our troops together.
Yes. Your Majesty.
Move out.
Your orders, noble one.
If I don't know what's in there, but if I send a small enough force, they might
Name
just
thy enemy, Lord. We march on
sally
our
out against
victims.
us.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, this is what I was concerned about. There's too many
When shall we attack the walls? Then,
heavy
my
cavalry,
orders?
so we're going to need
Orders.
some horse archers to thin the herd a little bit. I'll send
Yes.
just two.
My lord.
I should be able to win
Virgin armies.
against that. That's if they sally out, which they might not. Just in case,
We shall
let's
send them
build
to
some
hell
ladders.
or worse. March. When shall we attack the walls?
Because
Then,
I
my
could
lord?
assault and win there.
Command me. We march on our victims. When shall we attack the walls? Then, my lord?
Still hemorrhaging cash, but we'll get there.
Your will. Yes. Your Majesty.
March. Bringing our troops together.
It's gonna be a pain to attack. Alright, moving on.
Bonjour. We hope you have the brains to listen to this.
I would accept this under normal circumstance, but we're besieging their settlement, so no.
It is fine. We are done now.
They didn't go for it.
Despite your honorless antics, we would speak with you this day.
Okay, they're allied to Portugal, that's fine. I'm happy to accept this, but they've got to pay for it. So, they don't have much money. Maybe we could get a region out of them. I'd like Genoa.
I see little my people need in your offer, Sadiq. I pray this shall be more worthwhile.
Well,
This
that didn't
bodes
work.
poorly for our future.
It was a generous offer, apparently, but they didn't accept it.
I speak on behalf of my lord and people.
Okay, I can accept this, but this time, let me just see. No, I don't want any of those. Just give me some money. Give me 10 grand and I'll accept it, because it's most likely we'll break it anyway. They're unlikely to accept that. Try for 5,000.
We cannot quite
Forget it.
accept until next time, my lord.
Becoming someone's vassal in this only matters if you're rich.
Your orders, noble one.
So with this kind of battle, because they've got so many
Yes. Yes.
Move out.
cavalry,
Your orders, noble one. Your Majesty.
we'll use... Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, that's good.
Onward.
Yes. We shall send them to hell or worse. March.
Alright, shouldn't be a
No
problem.
matter how they beg,
I think this
let
settlement
none
was
escape.
recently
Attack!
sacked or something, so I don't think we're gonna get a hell of a lot of. But if we could just get to the point where at least per turn on a per turn basis, there's money coming in to pay off the debt, then that'd be good. All right, they've only got 2 units of infantry, so they can't possibly defend the walls properly. And we can get in from wherever they are not well defended. Okay, so just get in from over there. They'll likely send someone in there to go. Yeah, there they go. Once they get about halfway, then we'll head over here and capture this gate.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Okay, this is lucky. They're just sort of sitting there. I think they must have like a unit or two that just didn't make it over here. Like 1 or 2 men. Because the flag's not on top here. Shit, we got incoming.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Well, so far that worked pretty well. And no complaints at the moment. This is working really well. I mean, they're being really stupid, but I don't really care.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Alright, so it's just majority of cavalry left. Let's just move our guys in, have the general stand close by, and then fight. Could also bring this guy in, but I don't think he's needed. Go. If we can start capping the town before...
The ladders are now in place.
Without having to
Walls
fight
are
them,
no match for valor and force of arms.
It's not gonna happen.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Good, no problems there.
Praise
Oh, there we
the
go,
saints.
there we go. Because
Our
we really
men
need to
have
keep our
taken
casualties
control
in.
of the city.
They're shooting us a little bit, but just... It'd be better if we don't go into melee. Just suck it up. And just wait the 2 minutes out. That'll just save, I don't know, a couple of dozen men's lives. That way we walk out of this battle with minimal casualties.
This is a clear...
We show little mercy.
It's
They
alright.
deserve none.
Something.
We march through
And the
your
settlement
enemy's
itself makes a
streets.
bit of money.
Victory!
Now, are they allied to one
face
another?
the
Let me
might
just
of the
check.
Reich, coward!
No.
Sibni Lawadi, infidel!
We could probably attack this,
My
draw them
sultan
out.
wishes you dead.
Of course, I have no idea how many troops they've got. Do I have a priest nearby that I could send to?
You should face trial for heresy.
So they must have held onto the city for a while, if it's built up Islamic, with Islamic style. So maybe it hasn't been sacked in a long time, which means maybe the loot income might be pretty decent.
Who do I face?
Orders.
Let's send a scout
Your
ahead.
orders, number one.
Yeah, send this guy to have a little bit of a look.
As my lord wills.
And we'll get an idea of what we're up against. Alright, 1, 2, 3 units of cavalry there. The rest of that's not going to be a problem. 3 units of cavalry there. That's not too bad. I think we can handle this pretty easily with what we've got.
Command me.
I just need to make sure I don't send too much. We don't want to scare them off.
Move out!
Your orders, number one.
Orders. My lord.
I am a pleasure, my people.
Who do I face?
Orders.
Okay.
Yes, lord.
Good.
This is where we shall meet the enemy.
Let me strike, my lord. Your orders, number one. Your orders? Yes. It is
That
an
should be
honor to
sufficient.
lead this
And then down here,
Your orders, number one. We will engage
I think
them
orders will be
honorably,
fine.
my lord.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a
Blessed
fortress.
Lord,
No point
we
fighting that
thank
for
you
half
for
an hour just to
delivering
kill
us.
100 men.
Our courage has your orders.
Alright, so
Not in
financially,
course now, my lord.
says we're making 24,000 this turn. Yeah, we are actually making profits again now. So if he just waits 260 odd turns, he'll get out of debt. But we can speed that up a bit more.
Who do I face? We march.
Odds
on
are
our
even, that's good to see.
victims.
So against this. Alright, so we've got 526 men in there. How many of these cavalry do we need to kill? How many of them we need to kill about 400 of their troops. So 2 whole units, no, just one of them has to get wiped out, one of the cavalry, and then all of the infantry, but that's not a problem. I think what I'll do is I'll take this guy out first.
They will regret not fleeing first. Kill them all, men!
Now we're also going to have to attack the Holy Roman Empire forces in order to get into the city, but that's obviously not a problem. They're too small to worry about. Yeah, no fog, please.
Units,
Yeah. No fog, please. Oh yeah, I'll just accept the fog. Right, enemy reinforcements should be coming from around here. Alright, I'm just going to charge in. Don't worry about enemy reinforcements. We'll deal with them afterwards.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make
Not
up
really
in
blocked
numbers
us,
what they
doesn't matter, we can
lack
do
in
this.
bravery.
Horse archers will be better at dealing with that. It's going to charge right to the front.
It is unwise to praise the day
watch out,
before
here comes
sunset,
camels.
But our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy
You'll know how
victory.
deadly camels are. Oh, there they go.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Right, well, that's pretty much the first army wiped out. Pretty much. Make sure we go capture as many of them as we can. The camels obviously can't outrun the cavalry, the horses. Just capture as many of them as we can. Definitely don't want to waste too much ammo on them, because we've still got another army to deal with. as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this first army. Pretty sure we killed 85% of them. Oh, that's right. This guy here is still not dead. You're never going to catch Grenadine Jeannettes. You have to shoot them. General's bodyguard are not going to catch up to them.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
I just didn't want to waste my time.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Now, in this force coming here, there's way more artillery. Wait, no. That was the first time we just took out. Yeah, they've just got one unit of catapults. Right, so we've got over here, I think those are the Grenadine Jeannettes. Let's try and take them out right away with a skirmish. Everyone else, get ready to charge in over here, but try to do that after the skirmish is done. Jeannettes. Right, that's one dealt with. Get these guys back and actually, you know what? Instead of moving them back, move forward. Just bypass the damn Jeannettes. Forget about them. Oh,
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Should we get
the
them
enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So good. So we're low on ammo anyway, so sending these guys into melees. Alright, if we can get enough shock value, it's too bad. Going to do much, but kills one of them is better than nothing.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that desert dog. Pray his death will break his immense resolve.
And that should be both forces 85% killed plus generals. Who's missing? Oh, Mr. Ballista, did we?
The enemy flees the battle! Run down! All of Christendom will be awed by the victory.
Must we hide like...
No! Do not!
No. The ransom's not going to be worth as much as the city.
Must we hide like... Command me!
Be gone!
Yeah, they'll move out of the
You
way.
are not my son.
My lord, should we spare any of them? We show little mercy.
Okay, so
They
sacking it.
deserve
Oh,
none.
no.
We march on
There must
our
have been some sort of
victims.
plague that went through here.
We
There's
tore them
barely
apart,
anything to
my
sack.
lord. Victory! They stood no chance. I have silenced them.
We can barely maintain public order here as well. But the value of the city is, it's making a lot of money. And according to this, he's making now 4,000 a turn. So Instead of 250 turns, it's what, 60, 70 turns now to get out of debt. Right, where should we go next? Right, we can send this ship around to go and scout.
Leaving the
So
rest
that's
of
just a
the fleet,
castle.
my
It's not going to be
lord.
worth a hell of a lot, but it's not well defended.
Plotting course now, my lord.
And this
Dropping
here
anchor until
is
morning.
well defended, and it's a fortress. Well, I guess we'll
Your
go for the
orders,
castle. We'll
number
just
one.
leave behind the archer militia.
Yes, my lord. Closing to engage, my lord. Our fleet is
Okay,
victorious.
it's better defended than I thought, but it's still not going to be the bigger deal.
Yes, my lord.
Your orders, noble one. Yes. With God's blessing and...
Yes.
Yes. Move on. We will engage them honorably, my lord. Besieging force...
Your orders? Yes, my lord.
That ship's probably going to... the whole fleet's probably going to get sunk, but... It's alright.
would see you dead.
Alright, so what's next?
Yes. My lord. We march no further today.
The Sultan will
he'll be able to
most
move out
pleased
again.
At your demise, infidel. Leave these lands, infidel, or I shall remove you.
Slowly whittling away at that damn plague. Still, we managed to knock off about 40,000 from that debt within 50 minutes. That's not too bad. It'd be really good to take Venice, but it's just not going to be easy to do that.
Your orders, noble one.
I need to reconsolidate my forces. What do they got over here? Imperial Fortress, not well defended. Yeah, I think we'll need to rest here for the turn, so I'll just put him
Your orders, noble one.
there. And then next turn we'll start making our way towards Venice. And at least that way you've got Italy to some extent. Alright, well there's nothing else I can do to recruit, so that'll just have to do for the turn.
Ah!
The enemy fleet attacks us. This is as far as we go today, my lord.
You know, I really thought the Moors were going to attack us. I don't know where their army went. Hopefully it's not in ambush or anything.
Come and face the might of
Okay,
the
that's going to
Reich,
make
coward.
taking on Venice a lot more difficult. Well, actually not necessarily, because if we're standing there, it'll be a bridge battle. They won't... I don't think they'll take that into consideration, but we can't get there. Not this turn. So I think we'll stand here, and I'll bring one of these troops
Yes.
down
March.
here. Good.
Orders. My lord. Who do I face? Your orders, noble one. Yes. It is an honor to lead these armies.
Alright. And we will just see how we go with that. Okay, we're not actually making as much. Maybe it's because the settlement there came under blockade.
Your orders?
Name the field of battle. We will meet.
Yes. Attacking on your command. Victory!
These guys here, they're not going to really
orders,
be able to
number
move
one.
any further.
Yes, my lord.
The enemy ships are just... They've whittled us down, and we're... This is the final road for them.
God will be with us, men. To battle.
I mean, I might be able to make it down to Tripoli, but there's no value in it, really. Alright, we can handle this.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack. Units, await my orders.
Okay, so... enemy reinforcements will be coming from this side here. Alright, so... just come this way. Try and get in as quickly as we can. Actually, they've got a lot of knights, don't they? So going into have a bit of a skirmish could work out pretty well for us.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
And we'll just harass them in the meantime. Don't know why I turned off fire at will. Good, they're seemingly just ignoring us.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no
Just
match
whittle them
for
down.
valor and
Since
force
they're
of
free.
arms.
Yeah, they're totally ignoring us. Good.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram. Our men have done well. The gates have fallen. Only half the enemy force remains.
I mean, all their infantry are just peasants, so taking out their cavalry is top priority. And you can easily just handle the rest of this on your own.
Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Now his men will lose heart.
I didn't think I was going to have a problem with this battle, but I really didn't think it would be this easy.
Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Alright, I think the general can handle this unit over here. What is it? It's a unit of archers. Yeah, he should be able to handle that, no problem. Even if he's exhausted.
Give grace to God. We have
Nothing like losing
captured the
0%
enemy's
of your
walls.
forces. Oh, that's nothing.
It is unwise to praise the day before only half the enemy force remain. Praise to our Lord! Our men have slain the enemy general. Now he's my Lord! Our men! This is a
3
clear...
men lost. No problem.
Must we hide like this, my lord?
303. Fuck off. I got 250,000 dead. I don't care about 303.
God has granted his faithful this victory.
Reasonable amount of loot for
this
that settlement.
victory.
And the public orders, yeah, it's not going to be great. It's a problem. We're conquering people who have different religions to us. Which is always going to be a problem when playing as the Byzantines, because there's only one other Orthodox nation.
Let me strike, my lord.
Unless you're playing stainless steel. Or some other mod. Oh.
Your orders?
Okay, well. Well, you can come and scout over
Full
here.
sails.
I mean, might as well.
Your orders, noble one.
Orders.
I'll have to walk down there, though.
Yes. We shall continue at first light.
So this settlement here will make us 1,000 gold. Minus that. Yeah, so about 1,100 gold, roughly. 1,200.
Yes, my lord.
Easy money.
Who do I face?
Alright, plague here is gone. So, that French city there. Or... Are we at war with them? Yeah, you're at war with everyone. What the hell is going on with this settlement anyway?
Your orders, noble one.
Yes.
Just go.
We will engage them honorably, my lord. Blessed Lord, we thank you for...
Move out!
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Your orders, noble one.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, as long as it's 70%, it's
Your
fine.
orders, noble one.
And since the population's going down, the squalor will actually go down. So the public goal's not going to get any worse.
Your orders, noble one. Of course, my lord.
Okay, we can do a force draw out here.
March!
Your orders.
Begone! You are not my lead!
Your orders, noble one. Yes. God will be with us, men. To battle! Be ready to give all for...
So what we do... I haven't done one of these in a really long time, mainly because I haven't played Medieval 2 in a while. And for those of you who don't know what a force draw out is, it's where you besiege the settlement and then attack a nearby army, but you don't wipe it out, you actually release the captives. Now, generally speaking, when an army is lost, it goes to the closest friendly area. If it's already in a friendly area, it'll go to the closest city. And if that city is under siege, then it can't get inside the city and stands outside the city. And then you lift the siege, attack the army again, and it draws out the garrison, saving you having to besiege the city. And when you do it that way, they cannot retreat. Works in other Total War games as well, just works really well in Medieval 2. So we don't have to wipe out the entire... In fact, wiping out the entire army
the enemy
is
are
what we
badly
don't want to do
blooded.
here.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging... Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Yeah, okay.
All
I was just
of
wondering if I
Christendom-
should run them down and release them. And I was just like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Must we hide like this?
A most honorable...
A great success.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, good
This
stuff.
is where we shall meet.
Your orders, noble one.
He used up too much movement to get there. I'll actually send him back
Of
here
course, my
and
lord.
actually bring
Yes.
these guys.
Order, onward.
Your orders, noble one. Yes.
Yes.
Like I said, we cannot
We will
retreat.
engage them honorably, my lord. God will help the faithful prevail. We attack!
Probably one of the most useful strategies in the game, the force draw out. Works in Rome 1 as well, just not as well.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Now this time, we wipe them all out. Send in the general.
We are blessed. The enemy general is dead. We have the enemy flees the battle. Run down those worthless peasants.
Alright, so they've got some crossbows and... Alright, let's go take out the crossbows real quick and then we'll try and shoot the enemy general. Nope, nope. That didn't work. Stupid skirmish mode. Okay, kind of good. We've drawn him out over here ahead of his missile units, but he's sort of all over the place, so that's actually not so good. Dickheads. Oh well. Just want to get these battles done quickly. Sometimes it means a little bit of a mess happens. No, this guy's out for blood. He's not going to stop.
The enemy king. The battle is in our favor.
Now, what we could do is ransom him for shitloads of money.
Only
But
half the enemy force remains. The enemy flees the battle.
that would mean that
Run
we would have to
down those
besiege the
worthless
settlement again.
peasants.
It's not that big of a deal, but except for the fact that we have no infantry. So maybe we should just execute him.
This is a clear... Must we hide like this, my lord?
I mean, it's tempting, but better get the city. Without any infantry, we'd have to dick them around. It could be 2 more turns before we get in there. This way we get in there now. We don't get as much money from the than we would have with the ransom, but we got the city without having to waste any more lives. Cool. So, based on this, making 6,000 a turn. Shouldn't be too much longer. Alright, that's all of my movements done for the turn. Let's move on. Right. Hopefully they're sending that guy. Just sending him back. You can't do a forced draw out on Venice. It just doesn't work. Can't besiege a settlement and have someone stand in that spot as well. Now, if I was to besiege the settlement, let's see here.
Name thy enemy, lord.
Because if they attacked us from the rear,
You are not mein Kaiser.
it's a significant amount of force to deal with. I mean, it should be okay. We've also got public order problems here, so let's have a look. Garrison's not gonna really do much. I can't recruit anything because I've got no money. We kind of need to leave a governor behind. So who's got some stats? Not this guy. I need him for the battle.
Your orders,
hopefully this guy here can maintain public order. Nope, he actually made things worse.
Your
And
orders,
now we can't get him
#1.
over there. So that's great. Well,
Your orders, #1.
try and get him away from this.
I will not waste.
Command.
Well, that's just reduced my chances of success here. Because that's
Your orders,
31
#1.
really powerful units that just aren't going to show up in that battle.
Let me strike,
Assuming
my lord.
it's going to happen.
We shall send them to
Which,
hell or
who knows, they might
worse.
decide
March.
not to attack.
Now we have
Don't even know
them.
why I clicked that.
We
I
lay
haven't got the money.
siege. When shall we attack the wall? Your orders, #1. Of course, my lord.
Yes. Yes, my lord.
So yeah, I think they're just going to go home.
infidel, or face the might of
I
Islam.
suppose one thing that we could do, where is the capital? We could put the capital to Florence. And that didn't really fix it.
Yes. Move out.
Okay, now it's fixed. Cool. It's not going to revolt at that public order. So yeah, 7,000 a turn. Cool.
Your orders, #1.
Want to leave the bare minimum behind, but we're quite far away from the capital.
Your orders, #1.
So I
Command me.
kind of need to leave someone behind. This guy here
Your
would be a
orders,
very good
#1.
governor.
March.
Who do I face?
That's all we can do. Just have to march down with what we've got.
Men, we march.
Just after Jon Snow.
Continuing tomorrow.
Alright, what are we doing next? That's it. Let's move on. So hopefully they... I was going to say, hopefully they do attack. We've got a double river crossing, sort of. Alright. If we win here, we get Venice.
No matter how they beg, let none escape.
So,
Attack!
but we're also pincered. Now, the larger army is the one that's going to cross the river. The smaller army is coming in from our rear. What we really need to do is have the infantry hold the line here long enough for our cavalry to go and wipe out their reinforcements and then return just in time to wreck them, hopefully. So let's set this up. As best we can. Good if there was some elevated area for them to actually shoot down on there, but that'll just have to do. Well, all we need to do is beat these guys, so it doesn't have to be. We don't have to wipe them out. So just get them off the battlefield.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in bravery.
Actually, it might be a good idea if you stay behind here. Just make sure they don't break. They do have catapults there as well. Maybe we should spread out just a little bit. Oh, it hurts. Aim for my general. No, my luck, they'll fucking hit him. Now, if we get into a big fight here, they might just hit their own troops.
The day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Fight two battles simultaneously here. That's a good start. Hang on. Don't cross. They got cavalry coming.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
They might come back. This battle's a mess. It was always going to be a mess. We're fighting essentially two battles at once here.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
What's he doing over there? Whatever. So scared for my general here.
Our enemy has
Alright,
lost
that's
his stomach to
reinforcing.
fight. We must push our advantage.
Get everyone else back over here. Because we'll need to cross over. And it's really high chance as well that one of our armies is going to get... I'm sorry, one of our generals is going to get wrecked by their artillery. Catapults are really unreliable in this. Very inaccurate, but if they hit you, you're dead. Like I said, very unreliable. They're actually probably doing more damage to their own army than it's mine. What happened here? I can't believe you're still alive. Well, lucky you. Actually, let's not let you cross, because if you die...
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. Only half the enemy force remains.
Cross friggin' quickly.
We are blessed. The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Come on, cross quickly before they start shooting at us. Oh, God damn it, I told you that was likely to happen.
Our
Fuck.
enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? I tried to get over there as quickly as possible, but they got us shot in. We're lucky only one general died, and we got Venice. So count our blessings, I suppose. How much did we lose? Half our army. We should have to pay them anymore. Alright, that'll do.
By the Lord above!
So they both fought. Oh, what are they going to do? Assassinate me as well?
We tore them apart, my lord. Victory! We marched through your enemy's streets. Victory!
I bear a message that you would be wise to heed. Of course, we accept this deal with open arms.
And that gets us out of the war with
It would seem you are very
the
reasonable.
Moors as well.
Farewell.
Lower your swords. A noble lady approaches.
Oh, hang on. That might be a bit too much. Can we go like 0.1? No, you can't. You can't get the decimal.
You are serious, my lord?
So this is getting us out of some
Goodbye.
of these wars.
I look forward to our next meeting.
And so we're the vassals of both Portugal and Hungary, and that got us out of a lot of the wars. And you could just go straight back to war with them anyway, so it's no big deal. But I think I'll end it here. We've cleared off 100,000 of the debt, and you're making 10,000 a turn. You press end turn 20 times, and you know you'll be fine.
Your
That being
orders,
said, you know
number
there's
one. Yes.
no, I forgot about the ship. It's fine. Yeah, you got that going for you, and yeah, I don't know. But I think we'll end the episode here. So guys, let me know if you still enjoy
Your orders,
these
number
kind
one.
of can't stand
Your
that, so
orders,
it
number
sucks.
one.
If you enjoy these kind of saving, like getting them out of debt campaigns. I know we didn't completely get them out of debt, but shaving off 100,000 and actually balancing the budget, I think is a step in the right direction. If we did another hour or so, we'd probably clear it off completely. But the challenge is gone. I mean, we conquered the remainder of Italy, and you've got a small portion of this, which is totally worthless, but at least we got some sack money out of it. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next disaster, fuckers.